dressed now. We've got our sand shoes. We'll take our white shoes off because we can't be walking in sand. Sorry. Can't be walking in sand in our like dancing shoes, so to speak. So it's my day off today. Well, I don't always have Mondays off, but sometimes I do. Oops, get the sand out of my feet. Or my shoes, should I say. Alright, so we're still dressed. We went out for lunch with my mum. She wanted to shout me lunch because her oldest daughter, me, well, had a birthday in May. And of course I was gallivanting around the place, you know, went to Samoa for my birthday. Diego shouted me that trip, which was nice. And then I came straight home and literally went to Europe. So my mum's like, am I ever going to see you again? I'm like, yeah, you will. Okay, I'm just fighting with my shoe, okay? Oh. What's going on here? Oh. What the hell are the things for? A little padding on the back. Oh. What the hell? What's happened here? I'm having a shoe malfunction, literally. Because you need that support in the back. Oh. Okay, we got it, guys. My goodness. First world problems. Alright, we might probably need a jacket, eh? It's a bit cold. Okay, so we've got our bucket because we're collecting. Show you what we're collecting. We're collecting Seaglass on our walk. We're training for a 30-kilometre walk, which is about 18 miles. I don't know why, but I thought it was 22 miles. Anyway, my mistake. I'm not walking 22 miles, I'm walking 30 kilometres, which is 18 miles. I'm going to take a bottle of water with us. We need keys. Put that in our pocket. And we're probably going to need a jumper because cardigan will work, hey? Okay, it's inside out. I probably should have started this live later. But that's all right. Great view, eh? I know. All right, guys. We are walking there on the sand. That's why we've got the shoes on. Okay. I'm fighting my jumper at the moment, my cardigan. All right. Car's locked? No, not car's locked. All right. We are set, guys. We are set. So come with me. I've got some exciting news, guys. I've got some exciting news. So I'm going to wait for some of my mates to come online. All right, I think we're going to go straight down here, guys. Or do we want to go that way? Oh, I don't know. Decisions, guys. Which way? I reckon we're going this way. Just last minute. We're just going to go this way. So guys, we're doing a 30-kilometre walk on sand for a company called Coast Track, which organise like charity walks around Australia. So I'm walking from Peregian Beach to Mooloolaba Beach on the 18th of July. And it is for a mental health organisation, Beyond Blue. But I'm not here to like raise money for that. I'm here to raise awareness. I'll hustle my family members to donate money for the cause. But I'm here to just bring awareness to mental health, take you for a walk with me, because even like just going for a walk and having a chat in chats could help actually someone that I don't even know. Give someone some company, maybe they're at work and just want to have some listening, something to listen to while they're mindlessly working. Instead of scrolling, they just want to listen to something. So maybe they can listen to my voice. I don't know why they'd want to, but some of my friends do. It's funny. So it's funny what people like. But I've been doing this for the last 2 weeks, training pretty much morning before work and after work, coming down on the same beach and just walking up and down it. It's basically stomping up and down it. We're also picking up Seaglass. So we've got some in there already. When I get a few more, I'll sort it and then clean the bucket out. Also picking up rubbish, chucking that away so that, it doesn't end up in a turtle. So we did actually go out walking this morning and it was so beautiful. Saw the sunrise. The sunrise is from over there. So it was really beautiful. So I had a few friends join me. And then, I don't know, I got a bit excited and I was showing how I was going to get a crack of, have you heard of trying to throw stones? You know how you do this stone skipping onto the water? Well, I can't do it, but I was just kind of showing the people online that were watching, some of my mates, that I was going to try, wasn't I? Oh, can I do this? Oh, we're playing Russian roulette. I could go up that way, or we could go through here. You know what? No, we're not going to end up in the drink. I'm in a skirt, guys, so I don't really want to end up in the drink. Where is this? We're in southeast Queensland, a place called Redcliffe Peninsula. It's a beautiful little part of the world. It's not like the Gold Coast, but this is Moreton Bay. It's a pretty nice little area. It's a peninsula. Okay. Back on the sand. So we're training for an upcoming 30-kilometre or 18-mile walk in one day on sand. I'm walking with 3 other women, and then there's many other teams doing it also. So it'll be a fun day. I have done it before, but it's not easy doing 30 kilometres or 18 miles in one day. So that's why I'm kind of practicing on the sand. Every afternoon actually at the moment. I'm only having Sundays off at the moment because, even though I know I can do it, but it's physically not easy. Walking on sand is not easy, guys. That's why I've been walking on sand, because it's not easy. So, the more you practice on it, the better your ankles get, your legs get, your bum gets. Just saying. It actually helps you, it really works different parts of your body instead of just walking on the path up there. So, yeah, that's why I'm walking on the sand. Why am I doing lives? Well, I do question that too. I'm just doing a bit of a social experiment, to be honest. I just come back from a back-to-back holiday, 2 weeks in Samoa and 2 weeks in Europe. And that was in the month of May. In June, I came home and was just like, just on holiday heaven. Just like such a high, and also pretty bit of jet lag. And then instead of doing editing videos and showing you Samoa and Europe and stuff, I just started doing lives. And then I thought, oh, shivers, I need to do this, start doing this training because, it's coming. So I had a month to start training. I was like, right, well, let's do this. And then I also need to get myself back into a routine of walking every morning. So I have a routine that I walk in the morning on the beach, normally on the path up there, like these guys are walking, but normally on a path. I sometimes do about 7 kilometres in the morning before I go to work, and generally don't walk in the afternoon. But this is the afternoon here. It's 4 9:19 p.m. on Monday morning, or Monday afternoon, should I say. And I'm just getting myself back into a routine of walking in the morning and just doing it in the afternoon too, just to work on the fitness. Hey David, hey Hamad, hey BA. Thanks for joining me on this little walk this afternoon. We're going to try to get about 4 to 5 kilometres done this afternoon. This morning we got, I think we did about 4 kilometres this morning actually. Can't completely remember. It's on my phone though. So pretty much every time I'm doing some training, I'm taking along for the ride, having a bit of a chat, and I somehow incorporate something to do with mental health in my little chats. I've met some interesting people in the chats. Some people that have subscribed and watch my videos, but I'm not asking you guys to subscribe. I'm just saying hi to you guys. If you're interested in travel content, my alter ego is called Dora, and that's hence why my handle name is Explorer Dora 80, and the 80 means I want to explore 80 countries. So in May, country 61 was Samoa, and country 62 in May was also Luxembourg. So next country is country number 63, but I haven't actually made a choice on where that will be. It won't be this year. I've had a pretty awesome holiday this year. I've already been to Indonesia actually this year too, but that wasn't a new country. That was probably my 3rd country I'd ever been to. I'm half Indonesian, half Australian, born in Australia though. So hi, welcome. I'm Dora. As I said, I'm half Indonesian, half Australian, but born in Australia. I was born in Brisbane Hospital, and I'm living here in Redcliffe, where I'm walking. And I love where I live. I love being home. I love travel, and I love being home. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. And obviously, if I miraculously got another trip organised this year and somehow managed to pay for that out of my, endless buckets of money that I have, I'd be off skipping a jump. But if I don't, I'm actually okay. I love where I live. I do a lot of hiking. At the moment, I'm not doing a lot of hiking. I'm literally just training on sand because, 30 Ks in one day or 18 miles in one day is a lot. It takes it out of you physically. And if you haven't trained, you might not make it. And of course, I'm going to make it. I've done it before a couple of times. And I've walked with women that didn't train very well. They probably just trained like once the week before, and they struggled. One lady had shin splints and she slowed the whole team down, and it wasn't her fault. I mean, it was a physical disability she had, but it really did slow the whole team down. And I don't know if you're a fast walker, have you ever tried to walk slowly? It's not easy. So even though it taught me patience, which is a virtue. So, but we got there. We all passed, and we all got to the 30k mark line all together, 8 of us. But unfortunately, many of the women have actually got some sore legs or different things happening that they can't do it anymore. So we're down to 4 of us, and we actually had one lady drop out because she hasn't been exercising, she hasn't been preparing, she's got sick. So she's actually dobbed her daughter in. I'm not exactly sure how fit her daughter is, but apparently she's got a better chance of finishing it than her mother. So that will be interesting. I'm sure she'll be fine. I kind of encouraged her to start walking on sand. We've got a week and a half not till the 18th of July. So, you know, she's still got a bit of time. But still got to start training. So even though I've got pretty good baseline fitness, I do a lot, as I said, I do a lot of walking and hiking. But walking on sand is a completely different beast. Anyway, enjoy the sounds of the ocean. It's so beautiful this afternoon. This is winter, guys. This is winter in southeast Queensland. It's amazing. If we're lucky, we might see some pelicans up this way. This morning, I saw 4 pelicans all kind of hanging out together on the beach. It was very cool. Mostly you see them in the water, but, you know, sometimes you see them out kind of hanging out with the fisher guys, the fishermen, because they know that the fishermen have got bait and fish. So they're always kind of like looking at them like dogs, like, please feed me, please feed me. Most people don't feed them because, you know, they're wild animals. You've got to fend for themselves, but, you know, they still will do it, as in they'll still hang out hoping to catch a fish off a fisherman. So I'd love to know where you guys are from in the chat. I've never seen your names before. I've been doing this for a couple of weeks now. I've, you know, met some interesting people in the chat, actually. Maybe some of them might drop in this afternoon. There's a regular called Paul D. Australia. He's from down the bottom of Australia. So generally, I believe he's retired, but he's out kind of walking through the day, and then he comes back in the afternoon and says hello, tells me what he's seen. Sometimes he sees whales where he lives, which is pretty cool. This is Moreton Bay, and sometimes there's whales out there, but they're just a bit too far away. So there's a whale boat that goes out and goes to the point. There's a point there called Flinders Point that you see whales. Used to be a whaling station over that. There's a island over there called Moreton Island, and there used to be an actual whaling station there. So when I say whaling station, it means they killed the whales and they dragged them up on the beach and into the slaughter kind of deck to be cut up and processed. So obviously sharks are very smart animals. They got wind of all these whales getting dragged in. So the whale population is pretty big out there. I mean, not as in you see lots of them, but they're out there. They're definitely out there. There hasn't really been any attacks in the water over this side, but I used to go to that island a lot as a kid or as a teenager, camping with my mates. And a lot of my mates used to surf on the other side. It's quite big surf. And the day that I was there one day, some guy got taken. He did get killed. I wasn't in the water that day. I was on the other side of the island, but it wasn't nice to hear because, you know, it could have been one of my friends. It's pretty scary. So it does happen. When you go out into the ocean, we're in their domain. This weather right now in winter is really good for stand-up paddleboarding. Unfortunately, I got rid of my stand-up paddleboard. I had one of these old ones that were like, I don't know, it's made of fiberglass or something. They're heavy. I don't know if fiberglass is the right thing to say. I think it is. These days they're made out of really light kind of stuff, or even the stand-up paddleboards, they're like, they're even lighter. They're like inflatable. The inflatable ones are really cool. So I've been looking at trying to get an inflatable one, because that way I don't actually have to drag it onto my roof. Because the one I had it was called a Guy Leach edition. Guy Leach was a famous, I'm picking up rubbish, guys, we'll chuck that away, a famous triathlete here in Australia, and he brought out his own brand of stand-up paddleboarders back in the day when they first were popular. I was so stoked to get it. It was so cool. It's fun to do, actually. Has anyone tried stand-up paddleboarding before? Anyway, quite a few people have stand-up paddleboards here and they go out. But winter time and spring, perfect, because it's just so flat. I mean, we don't get huge waves here, but it can get, rock and rolly out there. Oh, a boat's going in. So only small boats can go in here because it's quite a shallow, what do you call them? Shallow, I don't know what I'm saying. Shallow, what do you call that thing? I don't know. Someone help me out. Shallow, like if you've got a big boat, you need a deep, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. An ex-boyfriend used to have boats and used to always say that this one's a shit one to go to because it needs to be high tide. And sometimes you can get stuck because the tide's not high enough and you get stuck. So little tinnies are fine. So with that ex-boyfriend, used to go over to the island quite a lot because we didn't have to rely on the public transport, which is not public. It's not really public transport, it's private. But there used to be a regular boat, big boat that you took your cars on. The Combi Trader it's called, that went over to the island from this peninsula. But unfortunately it got bought out by the competition, and the competition have a boat that goes from Wynnum area, somewhere over this way, Brisbane way, goes over to the same area, but they didn't like the competition. So they bought out the Combi Trader, and now there's only one way to get over to the island, which is that way with a car, like a four-wheel drive, or there's a Tangalooma Flyer, which goes to the resort, which is not, it's just a walk-on boat. So that's a bit sad for Redcliffe because so many of us used to go over there just for a weekend. Like just you could walk onto the Combi Trader with your tent, and there's a shop over there. You can buy grog, and sausages and stuff if you wanted to, ice. But, many a times we go over there. Girls are not exactly the greatest of camping, especially at the stage I was like 17. We weren't the best campers. I have no idea how we got the tent up, to be honest. And then our guy friends used to steal all our food. So we'd go down to the beach to go sunbake, as you do, and we'd come back and all our food would be gone. Because the little shits, like our friends, would take our food. So we were always kind of lucky that there was a shop there to go get fish and chips or a burger or something. It was a bit cheeky of our guy friends to do that. But, they're the joys. No one got killed. Many hangovers. So we haven't actually even found any Seaglass this afternoon. This morning I was going crazy picking it all up. There was lots of it. sometimes you see heaps of it, sometimes you see hardly any of it. There we go. That looks like a shark fin. Look at that. Do 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 do. What's the shark sound? You know, Jaws sound? Oh my gosh, I know this. I don't know how many times I watched the first original Jaws. Man, I tell you, watching Jaws makes you never want to go in the water, eh? But you know what? They say you're safer in the water than driving a car. And since I did dive. I learned to dive 11 years ago. I was living in Mexico, and it was a big year that year. And I wanted it to be memorable for something other than what happened that year. So I went to Belize. So I had a holiday from my holiday. I was working in Cancun area, the Riviera Maya, selling timeshare. So I said, can I have 2 weeks holiday? And they said, well, all right. So I went for a 2-week holiday to Belize. Was it 1 week? Maybe I went for 1 week, actually. Maybe 10 days. I can't remember now. It was 11 years ago. Caught the bus down there, backpacked down there. And then I flew, actually. I backpacked down, then I flew from the mainland to San Pedro Island. And then from San Pedro Island, you take a fast boat over to Cape Corker Island. Man, Cape Corker was so cool. Even San Pedro, is it Pedro? Yeah, Pedro Island was really cool too. But Cape Corker, oh my gosh. So Cape Corker's near. Oh, seagulls making noises. Cape Corker is near the famous Blue Hole. I don't know if you're into diving or you know about the Blue Hole. It's this big blue dynamic. I don't know what the dimensions are of this hole, but it's a massive hole in the middle of the ocean, off near Cape Corker. And basically, they free dive there. I wasn't free diving, but I wanted to learn to dive so I could dive that hole. Now, if anyone's listening to this, they're like, man, I think you need more practice than, just, to learn how to dive, then dive this, big hole, then you'd be right. But, they were offering to take me, actually. So I did the PADI course, which is about 3 days. My first dive was straight out into the ocean on top of reef sharks, which, they don't bite, but still it's a bit unnerving to be like, jumping in the water and there's like little reef sharks underneath your feet. But that was my first kind of exposure into like getting to know sharks. I wouldn't say I know them personally, but I'm still scared of them, but I'm not as scared. Yeah, so as I said, growing up watching Jaws, and then all the different Jaws 1 and all that, they're very, very animated for back in the day, but they're still very scary. But yeah, I learnt to dive. Not very good though. I'm a bit of a nervous diver, and I think it's because. So if anyone's interested in doing diving, can I just suggest you do it in your home country? If your home country, obviously your native language, like, I'm Australian, I should have learnt to dive in Australia because, it's my native language, it's English. And, well, I've got to say, the safety records, the safety kind of checks are going to be a lot more, well, they are in Australia. It's pretty, like, you got to pass and all the things. And to be honest, in Belize, you just pay your money and they'll just like, I did the test and all that stuff, but, I didn't pass. I had to, basically it was an open test. It was really weird. It was an open test. I still got them wrong. But, they just said, look, go back over it. And then eventually they just give you the answer and then they go over the answer. But, here in Australia, it'd be a little bit more regimented with it. Like I said, Belize is very much like Jamaica. Yeah, man. You can get the good old hoochie hoochie. I'm not into that personally, but it's quite easily bought in Belize, and especially on these islands, and everything else in between. But they have these pharmacies, and they're normal pharmacies, but they have boards at the front that sell, all the, mushrooms, and I don't think they said ecstasy, but yeah, everything that you probably could get in code. So it was hilarious. So yeah, anything kind of goes in Belize. I mean, it might have changed. That was 11 years ago, but still, it was a bit of an eye-opener. It was pretty funny. But yeah, learning to dive there, it was very chilled. Like I said, the diver, our dive master, was very, very chilled. But anyway, consequently, I think I did about 6 dives. And they said, I got my PADI certificate or card or whatever you want us to call it, registered. And they said, look, you can dive the blue hole, but the blue hole is like probably double what I had actually gone under when I was doing my training and actually, like with my 6 dives. So going underwater double than what you've done, it's probably a little bit crazy. But they said they'd take me. But on pure luck, because I really wanted to do it, mind you. I was like gung-ho, I really wanted to do it. But they actually weren't going that day that I was wanting to go. And the next day, which they would take me, I had to get back I was living in Portaventuras, which is in the Riviera Maya. So, yeah, I couldn't actually... Hey, Craig, how you going? I'm just doing a bit of story time. Hey, how's your day, mate? Oh, look, we've got the pelicans again. I told you, they love hanging out with the fishermen. So this guy must have chucked some bait in the ground. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry. So you can see the pelicans. They're so cool. So obviously there must be some bait because the seagulls are going down too. Oh, you had an awesome day, Craig, hey? That's good. So funny, the pelicans are just so territorial for their food. How you going? Did you get anything?
Nothing.
Nothing. We're just having fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Watching the fish jump, that's all.
There's some yeah. I think they're a bit further out though, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere because the high tide is coming in now.
Ah, so it might be get better later on.
Yeah. So right now the tide is getting higher and higher.
Yep.
So they will come like 5 meters.
Ah,
here,
perfect.
no
So you'll be ready for them.
No, I'm going home in
You've had enough?
enough. Yeah, I'm here 1 hour. That's enough.
That's enough. Okay.
It's not about catching a fish. It's just being here, so like grounding.
Yes.
Having good time.
Yeah. And it's so beautiful this afternoon too. And you've got some nice friends there too.
Yeah. I give them some fish.
I saw that, yeah. This morning there was 4 of them, and they were all fighting each other to get the bait from people. It's beautiful. Where's your accent from?
I am Turkish.
Turkish?
Yes.
Oh, really? So where are you from in Turkey?
I am from Çanakkale.
Oh, where's that?
Okay, Çanakkale is the famous, the big war where the Anzacs fight in Turkey.
Yep.
So this is called Gallipoli.
Yep.
So I'm from there.
Oh, really?
But Gallipoli is just like here, this called Red Cliff.
Yes.
Yeah? So
it's a big kind of area, peninsula.
Peninsula.
Yep.
Red Cliff Peninsula.
Yep.
But you then have the Woody Point.
Yep. And that's where you're from, kind of area.
So the whole area is called Çanakkale.
Yeah.
And Gallipoli is just one part of it. So
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I've never been, to be honest. I would like to go one day.
very nice there.
Have you ever been to the Anzac Memorial that we do?
I've
Yeah?
been there maybe 50 times.
Yeah, but like on Anzac Day that we do, the
Not
Australians
on
do it?
Anzac Day,
But on, yeah, you visited
many,
it.
many other days.
Yeah.
Because I used to work there.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, in the hotels.
Oh, right.
When I was young,
Yep.
I was working in a hotel.
Yep.
So I used to take people there.
Oh, right, okay.
Because when people come and we had cars,
Yep.
they say they book us.
Yep.
And then you take them for a ride.
Drive around, yeah. Like a tour.
I did this many, many times. I've been there many times. More than 50 times.
Yeah, right. So you're living here now in Redcliffe? Yeah? Yeah? Nice place to live, isn't it?
Very nice.
Compared to Gallipoli, do you like it better here?
I mean, you can't compare that.
Yeah.
This is something completely different, but I can compare it with Sydney because I lived in Sydney for 28 years.
Yeah.
So I moved here 4 months ago.
Oh, okay.
So I sold everything in Sydney, take my wife,
Yep.
and then we come here.
Oh, good.
And we bought a house.
Yeah.
And now I live here. So
congratulations. It's a different kind of seaside than Sydney, hey? Sydney is so hustle and bustle, yeah.
Sydney, it takes too much, and in return it doesn't give you much.
No, that's right.
Because the traffic, the hustle, the work,
yeah.
this, you just work. You go in the morning, you get up, you go to work, all day work, and then you come home. I mean, 28 years in Sydney.
Yep.
I didn't go 20 times fishing.
Right, wow, there you go.
Okay. Here I'm 4 months, I've been probably 50 times already. Because every afternoon I just come here 2 hours and go home.
Oh, wow, that's great. Oh, well, congratulations. I'll see you later. I'll see you again. Yeah, you love the pelican brief, Craig. So I'm just talking to that guy. He's from Turkey. He actually doesn't look Turkish. I've never actually been to Turkey myself. But I could hear the accent in his voice, but I couldn't. I mean, he's very fair. But yeah, he was a nice guy. He was saying that he lived 28 years in Sydney, and he said he loves fishing. He reckons he went fishing like maybe not even a handful of times, where he's been here for 4 months and been fishing like over 50 times. Hello, how you going? Have you just started?
I've been here for 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Nothing here.
Nothing here? You don't reckon that when the tide comes up you might get something?
No.
No.
There's no fish around.
No fish?
Well,
where have they gone?
There hasn't been any fish around for about 6 months.
What's going on? There was a whole lot of mullet. These guys have been, the fishing guys have got in the mullet.
Even they're whinging.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen them down there on Sutton's Beach.
Yeah.
With 50 tonne on the beach. This year they're getting 15, 16.
Oh, right. Okay. So it's a big difference.
Yeah, well, something funny happened 2 years ago.
What's happened?
You know Woody Point Jetty?
Yeah.
Well, all in Bramble Bay there, right across to Brighton and down past Sandgate and Shawns, all down that way.
Yeah.
Used to be literally millions of those big blue jellyfish.
Yep.
Millions of them.
Yep.
You'd walk on them.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
2 years ago, none. And there's been none since.
Ooh.
What happened?
Yeah, because that's the ecosystem. Like, we need the jellyfish, we need the mangroves. Yeah, so something got rid of the jellyfish, and that's caused the fish.
There's not even one down there now.
Wow.
Over the last 6 months, you get a couple of bream if you're lucky,
Yeah.
I used to go down Woody Point Jetty every morning, get 8 or 9, bream like this.
Oh, that's good size, yeah.
Go down in the afternoon, same. Go down now, you get one about that big if you're lucky.
Yeah, right. Oh, well, hopefully maybe the tide will change and you get some more.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But otherwise, you still enjoy the sport, don't you?
Oh, well, saves you getting earache at home.
Yeah, I bet. So, guys, we're going to go for a little adventure. So we'll just have another chat to the fisher guy. I've met him along here a few times. I don't know if you heard that story. He was saying that 2 years ago there was lots of jellyfish and then suddenly there's none. And he goes, and then suddenly we've got no fish either. Not many anyway. So there could be something in that. See you, mate. That's all good. Have a good night, mate. So we're going up to the top of Scott's Point here. I just want to show you the view. It's a nice view. Thank you. Cute dog. What kind of dog is he?
Oh, they call him a wire-haired terrier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's cute.
A few different types of terriers
Yeah.
in
I love the little beard he's got.
there. Yeah, you
They say the owners kind of represent their dog sometimes. I can see a little bit of that. No, just picking up rubbish or Seaglass.
You do something with the Seaglass?
I want to make some kind of mosaic.
We've lived here for 25 years. It's been the same. I've always picked some up.
Yeah, you haven't done anything with it yet?
Only for my daughter. Occasionally you find with a blue Seaglass.
Yes.
I made her a pair of earrings and a necklace.
Oh, nice.
There's a place where you can buy
The class?
silver
Yeah,
wire.
yeah.
No, it wasn't a class.
Oh, okay.
And it was sort of wrapped. If you go
Oh.
on Pinterest and that, you can see how they wrap a piece of Seaglass.
Where did you see this?
Pinterest. On your
Oh,
phone.
Pinterest. Okay, yeah.
And it's got it like a nicer way of presenting the Seaglass rather than gluing on a class.
Yep.
On a thing.
Is that like, you know how they do that with crystals sometimes
Yes.
too?
They-
Similar
they
kind of
wrap- they
idea.
wrap them.
Ah, that's a
Every
great
bit of
idea.
Seaglass is unique. But you
Yep.
sort of experiment a bit.
Ah, what kind of wire did you use?
It's silver wire.
And where do you get it from?
There's a place, what's it called? Used to be part of Peppertown at Virginia.
Oh, yes, I know that
And then
place.
there's another, they sort of separated.
Mm-hmm.
And he has all his jewellery stuff
Ah, okay, yep.
in the back of Virginia.
Okay, yep.
I can't think of what he goes by now.
I know the area though, yep.
You'll find it.
Okay, so what's it called?
It's
Silver to silver.
wire,
Okay,
and it's really quite soft.
okay.
So work out how you're going to bind it, make
Yep.
a loop, and then wrap that top part around and cut it off.
Right, and what did you do for like the top of the clasp?
That was for the earrings.
Oh, that was the earrings, yeah.
The findings, it's called. Which
Oh,
is
yep.
like a hoop,
Yep.
which you can clip onto.
Ah,
I'd
Oh,
probably
it'd be
cut
great if you got-
it just
okay.
randomly like that, but if
you never know. You never know luck. Because I'm tossing up ideas, but I've been collecting quite a bit of it.
yeah. I've got some just in one of those tall glass bottles with a lid.
Okay.
You put it near the window so the light comes in.
Oh, like a sun catcher.
Yeah, and it's got lots of layers.
Oh,
I collect bits of old broken china too.
yeah.
In this area, especially around Woody Point.
Broken
You've got-
china.
Yeah, bits of plates and cups.
What,
and things.
here?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Really?
You've got to sort of
Wow,
be
okay.
observant, but you do find bits of plates.
Really?
And the blue and white sort of china plates.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. Oh, wow, okay. I thought I was pretty observant. I haven't seen that. Wow, okay. I sometimes find little crystals and stuff down here too.
Yeah.
Looking for the crystals and stuff.
We saw a group collecting them up at Scarborough once, where that big spit goes out
Yep.
into the water.
Ah,
There's a gem group from Toowoomba. They organise different places. to
really?
go.
Oh, that's a good hint to know. I didn't know that one. Okay.
It's called shell sediment, the stone that I look
Ah.
for. It's like, what's the one they used to chip for stone tools, the primitive people?
Mm,
Not jade, it's
Not
feldspar,
complete.
flint, like flint.
like flint.
When
Okay.
you chip it, it has a sharp edge.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Shell sediment, you Google it.
Okay.
and
Shell
see
sediment. Okay.
How far back do I go? If you've got a moment.
Yeah, no problem. No, because I've been collecting a few bits of it, and friends have said like do a mosaic. Then someone said I should do a wind chime, and then some people have been talking about jewelry, and I've been like I don't know what I'll do. But when you mentioned that, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, like the crystal, like you can do that with string. People do it with string with crystals.
Yeah.
But yeah, the wire would look
wire,
really good with like
Even if you've got any copper wire lying around, you can do that.
Yeah,
first,
copper,
Just to see if you
yeah.
get the knack of it.
Yeah.
Just from an old electrical cable.
Yeah.
Strip the plastic off.
yeah,
Sometimes they're thick, sometimes they're thin.
Yeah.
To give you an idea, because copper's about the same.
yeah, okay.
That's
Ah, interesting.
That's the other.
That's great that I've ran into you this afternoon and we just got chatting about that.
About a dog.
Yeah, about a dog. See, it's worth having conversations with people.
It is. Look, I've got a new phone and it's put everything together for me.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
marked up all my albums.
That's always the way, isn't
I'd
it?
really love to show you.
Have you sent it to someone? Because you might have sent it in a picture to someone. Do you reckon you might have sent?
I don't think so. I think I've cleared a lot of those messages and things. I found that it doubled up on a lot of my
Yeah.
photos.
Okay.
No, look, in,
Is there a search can you
find it?
search for it?
Oh, okay. Who would
If
you
you
do that? With this one?
search it, where do you reckon? Like, if you could
They
go.
haven't got any special albums. listed.
No, that's all right. No, because
Jewelry?
sometimes it does that. Yeah, it's like, hold on. How do you go back? I think you go that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoops. I was just going to say, yeah, jewelry. Where are we?
That's it. Jewelry.
There we go.
Go.
Jewelry, and we go search. Where's the search?
So,
That one, yep.
that one?
Oh,
No,
well, that didn't work. Okay. Necklace or earring?
Earrings maybe.
Earrings? You want to put in there? Earrings?
Is it separate word?
Yeah, maybe.
G-S.
Just might. No, doesn't want to do it. Oh, it's all right.
Okay.
But I can look that up on Pinterest, definitely.
Yeah, if you just look at Seaglass jewelry.
How big was your Seaglass? Because I'll just show you some of my bits, right?
What I use with fairly triangular ones, it seems to break into like a triangular shape.
So lots of different shapes in here.
Yeah, oh, don't you love it? You can sort of sometimes pick what the bottles were. That's
Yeah.
a Coke bottle.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They used to be fluted around the top.
Oh, okay.
I
Cool.
snorkel here a fair bit.
Yeah.
Find old bottles too.
Oh, do you?
Often just beer bottles, but they're covered in barnacles.
Oh, that's cool.
Use them at home to put.
Yeah, right. So, like, I love these colours. These are nice colours.
Yeah. I try and find a bit of shape.
Yeah.
Sort
Show
of,
me a shape that you kind of used, yeah.
it's a bit flat.
Yep.
but
You'd
sort
want
of
it a bit thicker.
triangular.
Yep.
So
They're hard to find.
Up here.
Yep.
And you wrap it around. You've got to try every shape's unique. So it's
Yep.
like a spider's web around, and then come
Yep.
back up to your loop and wrap it around that little shaft.
Yep.
Okay. And then clip it off and use your pliers to just bend that around.
Right.
So you'll be left with just, that's not going to fall out.
Yep.
There's a loop which you can then hook on that, they call it a jewellery finding, which is just a hoop earring.
Okay.
Just a hook, and it's got a ball and an open loop at the bottom that you crimp shut with your pliers.
Okay.
If I had your
Wow.
pen on me, I'd draw it for you.
Oh, that's all right.
The necklace is the longer piece. See, I had 3 or 4 bits of glue.
Oh, that'd be
It's
nice.
got
Wow, yeah.
years to find
I
them.
can
You know,
imagine.
Just random
Yeah.
collecting, putting them in a box.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that, but more worn smooth.
Yep.
And that sort of made then like a theme as the
Yeah, right. Because there was a nice piece. I like that piece. Look.
thread. Yeah. And sometimes I've got in a fish tank at home, lots of
Yep.
the old bases of bottles, like
Yep.
wine bottles. It's really
Yep.
chunky, heavy
Yep.
glass. You'd almost not think that it's glass at first because it's that really dark wine glass.
Right.
Sometimes the necks of the bottles.
Yep.
The Woody Point's a good spot too, because that's what it used to be. Because the pub is opposite.
Yes.
So get down there at low tide.
Yeah.
But every year now, people are collecting stuff.
Yep.
And also they do cleanups, beach cleanups. And people
Ah,
doing
they
the
pick
right
them
thing,
up.
Picking it up, dumping it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Find a bit of that chinaware too.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Well, thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Have a good afternoon. Pleasure meeting you. Oh, so am I. So, guys, that was an awesome conversation. Oh my gosh, he's just given me an idea how to do the jewellery. So, a couple people in the chat over the last 2 weeks have given lots of ideas on what to do with the Seaglass I've been collecting. And yeah, he gave me an idea of doing Seaglass necklace, but he actually told me how to do it. Like, I can look this up on Pinterest, or I'm sure I can look it up on Google. He couldn't find a picture of it, and he's actually stopped to look for it again. Oh, how sweet. But he showed me how, he actually told me how you wire it all up, told me where to get the wire from, and get the little loops. He made earrings and a necklace for his daughter. But oh my gosh, this is an idea. I love it. So anyway, this is the view from up the top. So you got barbecues, and you get some water. And it's beautiful. These trees are just gorgeous. Absolutely. Oops. Just put you there. Look at these. What do you reckon? I think they're gum trees of some description. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I'm no tree expert, but just feeling them, they feel beautiful. And look at the backdrop. Look at that. You see why I come up here? Just to have a look at this view. So beautiful. Oh, he's still looking. Oh, God bless him. That is so nice. See how just having a chat with the strangers, like I had those, 2 chats with the guys down there about fish, and then I met that guy that's from Turkey. That was a nice conversation actually about Turkey. Now we said basically it's not about fishing. He goes, I take my shoes off, I just ground myself and, have conversations with strangers. And just pretty much what I was just doing. And then here I am having a chat about a dog. We get talking and he goes, oh, you've been getting fish? I said, no, I'm just collecting sea glass. He's like, oh, I made some sea glass jewellery for my daughter. And then how that whole conversation just went on. Oh, this is all new, guys. It's a big table. They're generally not that big. Oh, you can put a umbrella in if you want to. This is all new. How cool is this view, guys? So beautiful. So, so beautiful. How lovely was that night? He's still behind me on the path, still trying to find the pictures for me to show me. That's why I love walking, because you just get to have random chats with people. No expectations, just having a chat. Oh, you found it! Oh, he's found one. Oh, I'm excited to see this. I thought that. I could see you doing that.
Yeah, we were on a trip to Ayers Rock.
Yeah.
And out there was a lady that was doing jewellery that's supposed to represent it, like there's a Sturt's Desert Pea flower.
Right.
So she was doing jewellery with the coloured beads.
Yeah, right.
Which represented those flowers.
Okay.
So I was showing, when we came home,
Yeah.
showing relatives, and there's the ones that I made.
Oh, serious?
And then
they look great.
Yeah, take a photo.
I am, yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I'll blow it up big. How about that? But it's a bit of a knack to just getting the...
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
Practice with
So it's not lots, because
like,
my theory was to do more, but you're just as simple to just make sure it stays.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
It'll depend on the shape.
Yeah, that's really nice glass.
It was, yeah.
Wow.
I've only probably ever found about 4 or 5 bits.
That's brilliant.
But you could do it with green or
Yeah,
brown.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, thank you. Thanks for finding that. Oh, no, I will definitely. Now I'm actually because someone said to make jewelry. I'm like, I don't know how I do that, but that's a great idea. Pinterest, yeah. Oh, everything on Google. Yeah, Seaglass jewelry. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good evening. Well, guys, we got the idea. Woohoo! And from that idea, I've actually got ideas now to do the wind chime out of that, like that too. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. But we can't make any art yet. We've got to keep on collecting art. We've got to collect the sea glass. So anyway, I just wanted to take you up here. And I'm so glad I took you up here to have a look at this view, because we met that guy. What a beautiful afternoon. So we're going to get back down onto the beach. I'm so excited. So excited. Oh my God. Oh. Adventures of Dora making jewelry coming up. If anyone's listening to this, they'll be like, what the hell is going on? Maybe Jazz, I don't know, maybe you're in the background. My friend Jazz Nomad, she is in the UK, but she's from Gaborone originally, but spent a lot of time, most of her life actually, in France, living in France. But we've become friends from social media, from YouTube, and she sometimes listens to the live while she's working. Don't tell her boss. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is this afternoon, guys? Seriously. Bit of van life in the car park. We're going to go to the toilet too, guys. I don't even know if it's on here, but we're going to go to the toilet. We're going to turn the microphone off so you can't hear anything, guys. And I'll leave it going this way so you can't see me going to the toilet. That'd be a bit weird. Just make sure. So we did wash our hands, okay, guys? And then I came back to get you. Didn't want to leave you in the toilet, okay? So look at this, guys. Oh, how beautiful is this? It's gorgeous. So we'll go back on the sand. Have a good night. Bye. I'm so excited. So guys, if you've just jumped on, or if you've been listening in the background, you know that I've just figured out a really good way of using my Seaglass. And I've got massive Seaglass envy because he's been finding, or he said it took him many years to find it, but dark blue Seaglass. Oh my gosh. My friend Deborah from Spring, Texas, she's probably she sometimes jumps on in the mornings when I'm on live doing my walks. Anyway, she loves seeing the different colours I collect. Actually, there's a few of you that like seeing the different colours of Seaglass I collect, but never have we picked up navy blue, guys. I took a screenshot of that, of the earrings, if you didn't see it, on the necklace, and I'm going to put it in my community tab just so you can see the idea, and then in the future you'll see what I come up with. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is so beautiful. Oh my God, Deborah, you're there. Oh my God, I was just talking about you and here you appear. Deborah, did you just hear my conversation with that guy about the Seaglass jewellery? And did you see his picture? Maybe you didn't. Let me know if you have, otherwise I'll tell my story again. Look how beautiful it is this afternoon. So beautiful. I can't believe you're online, Deborah. It must be a little bit late. It must be like 10 o'clock at night for you. Okay, so you heard the conversation. Okay, so I'll post after this live. You just check tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time it is for you, but after this live, I will post the screenshot picture that I took of the jewellery and a little write-up that, I'm going to somehow make something similar And then the idea of doing the Seaglass, like the wind chime, like that too. I'm so excited, Deborah. Oh my God. And the fact that I'm literally just talking about it and about you, because you get excited with me, and you would just pop up. I'm just like stoked. My gosh, 2:30 a.m, mate. You need to do a meditation. Are you into meditation? You've heard me talk about Marie's meditations, which is her page is called Meditation Motivation with Marie. She's got quite a big, good little following happening. And she's got a lot of like 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute free guided meditations. Honestly, they're so soothing. And she's got night ones too, like to actually put you to sleep. So if you're interested in that, you should check that out. Unfortunately, I can't take you to her page right now. But actually, if you go to my community post, you'll see I did a meditation with her this morning of hers. That's a sunrise one. You won't want to do that. But you'll be able to see from there, the post, you'll see her link to her page, her channel, so to speak. Oh, I'm so excited. So that's not exactly pretty blue, navy blue, but it doesn't matter though. We've got a nice lavender bit, haven't we, Deborah? That'll be something to do with it. I reckon I'm going to make a necklace out of that. That'll be my pendant for my necklace. So now that we've got that kind of the idea of how the jewellery could go, now we need to start thinking about the shapes of the sea glass we can use. Let's face it, we have quite a bit of sea glass now. But I did say I'd keep on going. I wouldn't make any decisions and start doing any artwork till after my walk. So my walk, the 30k walk, is not till the 18th of this month. So that's 18 miles I'll be walking. But now I am so excited to see blue. I mean, I probably will never find it, but you never know. If you don't look, you don't know. Though he did say that he does a lot of snorkeling out here. So that's how he's found some, because it's out in the water. I've got a snorkel. We could go snorkeling. I've got a GoPro. I could take you snorkeling with me to go find sea glass. He also said that he's found lots of china plates. So like, you know how you do mosaic out of teacups? You know, have broken teacups and stuff and tea saucers? And I was thinking to myself, I've never seen a teacup or a saucer on the beach. He goes, you've never noticed it, but there's little bits on the beach. So he goes, they do exist. He goes, I've found quite a few bits. He goes, I mean, mind you, he's been doing it for a long time. So how is the serendipitous that I start talking to him about his dog and then we just get talking about sea glass? I love that. So cool, so cool. Did you like my joke I made, Deborah, about, I was talking about his dog, and his dog was very cute. I mean, this is a guy that's, you know, probably, oh, shivers. I got wet. He's probably about 65. I'm not looking for a boyfriend, okay? I've already got one. I don't need another one. I'll put it that way. But, you know, so I wasn't trying to pick him up, but I was just being funny. And I said to him, I said, you know what they say? That dogs look like their owners. Because the guy, actually, I didn't take a photo of him, obviously, but he had like a little moustache, like a moustache, not a little moustache, like a grown-up moustache, grey and all that. And his dog was the same. It was so cute. Oh, that's so funny. I mean, that could have went the wrong way. I thought I'd just say it. I didn't care. But, you know, he took it. He just laughed. And then obviously he started the conversation about the sea glass and wanting to show me his Seaglass necklaces that he made for his daughter. I'm so stoked. Could you hear the conversation, Deborah, from him? Because he was pretty excited too. I mean, I'm very excited, but he was pretty excited to tell me all about it and explain it all. This has been so fun this afternoon, guys. Oh, so you couldn't actually hear the conversation. Bummer. Anyway, he was showing me, telling me all about where he's been getting Seaglass from, and that, it's taken him years to find all these pieces. And then he was giving me, he had a look at my bucket of Seaglass, and he couldn't find anything that he thought would be a really good bit right this minute. But I said that I had other bits. He said, just keep on looking. He goes, you'll find the perfect bit. Didn't have my little lavender bit there. Otherwise I would have said, hey, what would you do with this? But then he kind of explained what he did. But then he wanted to show me a picture of it, and he couldn't find it on his phone because he's got a new phone. But then we said goodbye, and then I could see him stopped again, and he was going through his phone, so he was looking for it again. Then he chased me down. He said, hey, I found it. So yeah, he showed me a photo. It was awesome. So now I get it, because I just kind of thought I would be wrapping copper or wire all the way around, the Seaglass. He goes, no. The simplest way is just to a couple of bits, just enough so that the Seaglass doesn't fall out. That's the whole idea. So it's not about the loops or the wire, it's more about the art of the Seaglass. Where I was kind of more going with the idea of the wire being part of the artwork, which is, I still could. This is my idea of how I want to do it. But still, it was really good to see how he did it. So I'm stoked. Stoked. So I'm really glad you're online, Deb, to hear that. It was so funny to just start talking about you and then look down and like, oh my God, that's Deb. Hey, Deb. Were you laughing that I was talking about you and I didn't even know you were there? Watcher of wrongs. It's honestly, this is sunset, dusk right now, but I also do walks in the morning. But yeah, this morning the sunrise was so nice. So I'm just collecting Seaglass. So I'm just talking to my friend Deborah on the line here about Seaglass and an art project I'm going to do. So the tide looks like it's coming up for sure. I'm glad I didn't say anything mean about you. Of course not. But it's just so funny. I love that I was talking about you and then you pop up. Serendipitous, I call it. Think serendipitous. You found an anchor? That'd be pretty cool. Evening. I'm sure if you went diving out there or snorkeling, you'd probably find some stuff out there. No, that's not a it's a shell. Fool's sea glass. This is such a nice way to end the day, guys. Just listening to the sound of the ocean. Me having a ramble. If I was walking along this beach, I would have had a headphone in, listening to some music, just, talking to myself in my head. So this is no different, to be honest. I'd just be, I'm just rambling now to a phone and showing you a video. It's funny that I enjoy that. It's very weird. It's been a really beautiful winter's day today, guys. I'm wearing a cardigan instead of a jacket. Bit light on the sea glass now, guys. But that's okay. I'm sure we'll suddenly find a whole big patch again. I can't wait for the day that I finish the walk, and then a couple of days after I'll have to do a live where I basically just dump out all the sea glass and we sort all the sea glass and kind of set the idea of what we're going to do. What will be earrings? I don't know if I want earrings, to be honest. I like the idea of a necklace. I actually I'm thinking a bracelet. How do you think that'd go? A sea glass bracelet. I've got some ideas, guys. I've got some ideas. I've never seen it, but I'm sure if I Googled it, I probably would find it. Ooh, I found a different colour. Not your normal colour. It's got a bit of a tinge of green in it, but it's not that green. It's just got a little green tinge. That's all right, we can use that. I like the mosaic idea in resin. I was watching one of my friend's channels, Alison's channel, and she was talking about how she makes resin, different resin things. Well, she doesn't make them, but she paints key rings and stuff, and then she puts resin over the top of them. So I wouldn't mind putting resin over the top of like a mosaic to preserve it. I was thinking like a mosaic around a mirror or a photo frame, and then you put resin over it. And then there's another suggestion, which is to do a mosaic pelican. Because obviously I see quite a few pelicans while I walk along here. Well, not a few, but there's resident pelicans. And obviously I get starstruck with them and I stop and look at them all the time. So a mosaic pelican. That won't be easy, but that's all right. You know, you don't want to do an easy challenge, hey? Like if I was just doing this walking in sand for like 2 kilometres, well, I probably wouldn't bother doing it, to be honest, because it'd be just like, well, that's easy. But 30 Ks or 18 miles is, you know, not easy. It's not a thing you do, you know, every day, that's for sure. So just like this little art project, just because it's hard is not putting me off. Oh, whoops, nearly got wet. So anyway, stay tuned. Who knows where this will go? Sorry, Deb, I'm struggling to see this now. I wish I could do that. My father and I do walks together. Oh, your father and you, oh, that's good. You'll buy one from me. Okay, so now I'm selling them. Geez, Deb, I'm going to have a full-blown YouTube shop next. So that's your suggestion. You think I should sell them? Who knows? Stranger things can happen, Deb, hey? I mean, these lives were just a bit of fun to start with. And then, you know, I've made some really interesting connections on here. And then the Seaglass, that was just something that came out of the first live. I thought, oh, well, you know, I was picking up Seaglass and putting it in my pocket. I went, okay, well, let me get a bucket. So I got a bucket. And the buckets come in handy. Actually, I should probably have some water while I'm thinking about it because I carry my water in it. So it's now 5:27 p.m. Monday evening here in Australia. The moon kind of like starting to fade again. It was full, was it? Is it full or was it getting fuller? No. It was a full moon. The full moon was like, actually it must be getting fuller. The full moon would have been about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. So we're going to have a full moon soon. Ooh. So Deb, have you seen any of my shorts where I do a dancing with Dora? Ah, Craig, you're back. So Deb, I think you've met Farm Cow, which is Craig. He's from Stanthorpe. Oh, maybe you haven't met him. He's from Stanthorpe, which is like 2.5 hours from where I live. It's inland and it's generally a colder location that it's quite cold. It doesn't snow, but there has been times that they have actually had like slithers of snow. Is that the right word? Slithers? It doesn't last long, obviously, but it got that cold. Good hiking where he lives. Good wine too. But what was I just saying? Oh my gosh. Where am I going with this conversation? Oh, no idea. Can you remember what I was talking about? Oh, I've only got to go probably 100 metres. So if you want to go, Deb, go, mate. You need to go to sleep, mate. Must be only 3 a.m. now. Go to bed. I'll stop talking and you can just waft off. I'm probably not really reading the chat very well. It's getting a bit dark. But yeah, Deb, please go. Craig's keeping me company now. Or you know that I'm just keep myself company and have a chat to myself. So Craig, if you're still there, you know how I'm doing this Seaglass, well, I'm picking up Seaglass and I'm coming up with ideas on what to do. I got talking to a guy that showed me his idea, which was jewellery, and he got pieces of wire, like jewellery wire, and wrapped it around Seaglass. And you should have seen the beautiful pictures of Seaglass that he got. They were navy blue Seaglass. He goes, it took him years to find them, 3 pieces. So, I mean, obviously I'm only doing it for 2 weeks. So I'm just going to use what I have, obviously. But it's given me some great ideas. I'm like, my creativity is going, I'm kind of excited, guys. So we're just going to walk back to the car. At the same time, try to get the sand off our shoes. You can probably see the chat a little bit more. You wish you were rowing past. Honestly, mate, it is so beautiful out there. I was saying, stand-up paddleboarding out there would be so nice this afternoon. Maybe not now because it's kind of, you don't go out at dusk in the water. Hey, it's kind of shark 101 if you don't want to get eaten. There's a lot of people fishing this afternoon because the tide's coming up. Does anyone know when the full moon's going to be? It must be like a week away because the moon's starting to fill out again. I can't Google it because I'm on the phone. Good night, Deb. So guys, it's been an absolute beautiful afternoon. It's good to see you again, Craig. But I'm probably going to say love and leave you. I've just got a little bit more to go. I'm just going to go to this little hut and shake my shoes off. Get the sand out of my shoes. But I've absolutely loved this walk this afternoon. I mean, I love all the walks, to be honest. It must sound like a broken record going, oh, I love this walk. Oh my God, the weather's so nice. Oh, well. Probably sound like a broken record. But do I care? Do I care? No, I don't. All right. Did have some rubbish. No, I don't know what rubbish I got. But anyway, I'll just take my shoes off. Get this sand out of my shoes. So, guys, hope you had a good day today. Did you work today, Craig? What did you get up to? I had the day off. I don't know if you heard me say that today this morning. But I had the day off, so I had to do some invoicing and stuff and some lovely tax stuff because I work for myself. I hate doing tax stuff and invoicing. I should love it because that's how you get paid, but I just hate it. But anyway. And then I went for lunch with my mum. So my mum's been kind of at me about taking me out for lunch because my birthday was back in May and I was away for May, the whole month, literally. So she's been like, oh, I want to take you out for dinner or lunch. So we had Korean for lunch. It was so good. So good. Oh my gosh, I've got like a whole beach in my sand shoes, literally. So now I know why they call them sand shoes. So I keep these guys in the back of my car so they're easy access. That's so cool. She'll appreciate that. Does she have a good old giggle? Anyway, I'm gonna love and leave you. Oh, you're retired. Okay, cool. But I mean, did you get up to anything today? You must have done something. Got a couple of people that are retired that jump on the lives and they're out walking and doing interesting things. So did you do anything interesting today? So the other people on the live, we're just about to finish up. I'm just kind of showing you how beautiful it is today, and just take it in, breathe, big deep breaths. Oh, that's what I'm doing, though I'm talking, so I'm going to shut up for a bit. Okay, you gardened, Craig. Did I tell you I'm a keen gardener? Have you got a bit of property out the Stanthorpe? Because I live in suburbia, so we have just under 500 square metres, a square metre block, so it's not a huge block. But we managed to pack it with lots of different things. I'm growing chocos at the moment and I'm obsessed with them. So once a week I'm doing a live showing people what they can do with chocos. So have you grown chocos, or do you like chocos? It might be a bit cold for chocos at your place, actually. But yeah, I did a live. Actually, Katie was on my live, actually, in my chat. Like I jumped on her chat and then she jumped on mine. So that was really nice, actually. But I was showing my choco vines and how they grow, and the babies and the flowers and the big ones. And I showed a way of basically just the normal way, which is cutting the skins off them, cutting them up, boiling them, and then putting salt and pepper on them. And I put a poached egg from my chickens that run around the backyard, naturally. We've got a few chickens in the backyard, even though we live in suburbia. They're good little things to have. I love the eggs. And I had a poached egg on toast. Obviously the toast didn't come from my yard, but pretty much that was from an easy way of cooking chocos. So it's like a side dish. And then the week before that, I did a scrambled eggs using everything from my garden, including the main thing was chocos and eggs. So this week, I'm not sure exactly what I'll do. Probably be Saturday or maybe Friday that I'll do a live on it. I think I might even show you how to do air fry choco chips. They're pretty interesting. But I've got lots of different recipes. So stay tuned for that. You can't eat chocos. Why not? You mean you don't like them? Is that why you don't eat them? You break out in a rash. God damn. I've never heard that before. That's unlucky. Did you like the taste of them, or you never really got to taste them and you just got a rash and that was the end of it? It's really unlucky. Well, guys, I've thoroughly enjoyed this walk this afternoon. Like I said, I can't kind of drag myself away. It's so beautiful. Like right now would be a good time to do a meditation, actually. But I did a meditation this morning before I took off to go for my walk this morning to watch the sunrise. Oh, there's a plane coming in. It might be even a helicopter. I don't know what that is. Can you see that? There you go, that's it. Flashing thing. It's not a UFO. It's not a UFO. Ah, no, it's a plane. I can see it. So a lot of the time they come through over the island there, and then they come flying into the airports just over here. Well, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to go. Thoroughly enjoyed this afternoon. It's been an awesome day. I'm so, so grateful. So tonight, before I go to bed, I'll be doing 3 things I'm grateful for. And guess what one of them's going to be? Having a lovely walk on the beach this afternoon. So grateful to be able to do that. Not everyone has the opportunity to, be able to walk, have the fitness to be able to walk, have access to this beach, or even want to. You know, some people don't like walking or don't like sand, in their feet or shoes. Anyway, I'm grateful for that. Anyway, guys, have a think about what you're grateful for. And I'm going to say see you later. So I'm glad I got to be here, even for just a little. So am I, Craig. I'm really glad you got to hear my story about how I had a chat with a guy that gave me the ideas about my Seaglass jewellery. I am so excited. And you know what? I'm probably more calm because I've just been listening to the water. Otherwise I'd be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Because, I'm a bit hyper. Anyway, good night, Craig. Have a good evening, mate. Enjoy your din-din. And whoever else is out there, enjoy the rest of your day, or start of the day, or end of the day, whatever day it is. Catch ya. Adios, amigos.